Welcome to What's Trending Podcast. It's your boy Storm Sims. You already know it's going down like the Titanic, man. Hey, can y'all please let the people know y'all names and where y'all from?
It's Brandon Stokes, Chateau, Maywood, Illinois, but reside in Bloomington. I am currently in California now.
It's your boy Illy from Chicago, but I'm residing in Bloomington, man. Actually, currently in Bloomington. Yeah, what I'm talking about. Yeah.
For sure. Y'all know this is What's Trending Podcast, man. So we're gonna talk about some things that's trending, and then we're gonna get into the best part of the interview, and that's we're gonna talk about you guys. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the interview, towards the second half of the interview. I want to kick it off by saying, Trump is the new president of the United States, and companies are lined up to fund his inauguration. He's getting millions of dollars of donations from companies like Ford, Toyota, General Motors, and Uber. How do you feel about Trump becoming the president and all of these companies that were against him now jumping on the bandwagon? You know what I'm saying? And funding him now. How you feel about people that were going against Trump and now they're siding with him?
Well, in the ultimate scheme of things, it's the same thing every election. I said we can't act surprised about the things that we see on the television when they happen every 4 years to every 8 years. So I think people just need to calm down and ride the wave like they done when Bush got elected and the rest of the presidents that we didn't deem necessary to be in those positions. I just think that it's just one of those things that people need to just grin and bear it. I understand it hurt their feelings, but it's just feelings. And we'll get over it. You'll heal, and then you'll be fine in the next 4 years. So I think it's just one of those things where we just need to, push through.
Well, well, pretty much. I ain't got like too much to say about it. At the end of the day, man, I look at it this way, man. Doesn't matter who is our president, regardless. I don't give a shit. We don't give a shit. At the end of the day, we are responsible for our own lives. You know what I'm saying? So don't let no politician try to run or tell you what to do, when to do, how to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can say right then and there. You know what I mean? But relax, just
For,
relax, man. Just relax, y'all.
for
You
sure.
know.
Beyonce performed recently on Christmas at the Houston versus Baltimore Ravens game. She brought her daughter Blue Ivy during halftime. Her husband Jay-Z wasn't in attendance. You know what I'm saying? And people were surprised, you know what I'm saying? But how do y'all feel about the whole Jay-Z situation and him being accused of raping a 13-year-old girl and his wife Beyonce performing at the Houston Texans versus Baltimore Ravens game and bringing their daughter out during the concert?
Well, about the situation, man, I'll say the least. There ain't no face, ain't no case, man. You know.
Um, as far as her performing, I didn't get to see that. Uh, it would have been interesting to see her perform. You said her daughter was performing there with her as well, or she was
Her
just in
daughter was
attendance?
there with her. She brought her daughter out during the performance.
Okay. Uh, well, I mean, celebrities tend to do that when they have children. If they do things as far as like sporting events or big concerts, and the kids are there. So I'm personally not opposed to her doing that. As far as her husband, like I said, we will yet to find out what that entails as far as that case. But we should not be throwing salt, right? No flavor needed to be added. So, like you have the evidence for other celebrities as far as doing things like this. So, like I said, until we figure it out, let's not try to defame the man, because if you find out that it's not true, then you've already done the damage. So, let's just let the courts do their jobs and be adults about the situation,
Just don't jump the
and
gun, man.
mind your business.
For sure that. P. Diddy has been accused of two more sexual assaults. How do you feel about the whole P. Diddy situation?
No, did he?
The same thing, like I said, let the courts do their job. I don't think it is wise for people to constantly talk about something if they know the truth about it. Like y'all see the evidence, y'all know what is in front of you, y'all see, and I honestly believe that the majority of people that are talking about these things, even if they say they weren't complacent in these acts, if you were around and you, from the Jaguar rights to the Gene deals, I said you were around and you said nothing. I care nothing about your opinion or the things that you state. I said when you are around and you say nothing, you're just as guilty as the person doing it. So anybody that was involved or had anything to do with any of these parties, you're just as guilty as him. So that's just it. I said you went to the party as well. I don't care. You went knowing what he does, so you're guilty just like him. So it is what it is. Y'all be yourself, but stay true to it. All right.
I said
No doubt.
one last thing. You know what I mean? Hey, to say the least, man, it's all hearsay. It's all hearsay. Let the proof, let all that stuff come out. You know what I'm saying? Innocent to proven guilty. That's all I can say to that. But
For sure that. Lil Durk is being suspected of being involved in a second murder by the FBI. And popular YouTuber Trap Lord Ross made a new documentary about Lil Durk, claiming he has 6 bodies. How do you feel about everything going on with Lil Durk right now?
again, it's all hearsay, man. It's all hearsay. I mean, I'm looking at this like from another different perspective. I think this is all for clout. But who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, we I don't know the man. We wasn't there, so you know what I mean. Just let everything come out, man. Let everything fall out the tree, man. That's all I can say to that, though.
Um, as far as that situation, you're talking about as far as the first situation he got caught up in, and you said it's nothing.
Now they're investigating him for a second murder.
That's great.
And Trap Lord Ross, he likes to drop documentaries. He's claiming that he has 6 bodies.
So how
You know
does
what
he
I'm saying?
know that he has?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So
That's
he's
what
just
he
so he's
claims.
just
Pretty much,
so he's just
high.
he's just saying that he no he speculates that he's got 6. So he doesn't know.
Basically, right.
So he's just saying that to make him. So that's what I the thing that, like I was saying before, like that's what we have to not do, because when we make interviews or documentaries about things and we don't know what we're talking about, it's still gonna hurt him, because the judge can look at that and think it's something that is like it has validity to it, because he is a source of media. So
For sure
like he
that.
probably needs to calm that down. Dirk, I guess he got some battles to fight, so we're gonna let him fight those. I said I don't think he is in the best position right now, but we gonna find out later on down the line. We seen miracles happen. You look at the Young Thug, man, Kodak Black, the rest of them running around free. I ain't gonna say what they had to do to get there, but they got there, so that's all that matters.
For sure. Selena Gomez announced her engagement to record producer and songwriter Benny Blanco on Instagram, man. Are y'all familiar with Selena Gomez?
The one with the big head,
With the big head is crazy.
she's like a Bratz doll, right?
Oh man, I don't know. No, Selena Gomez is decent for sure.
She's got the big head though, right?
No, I don't know, but
Yeah, that's her.
The
yeah,
one
she
that
just
did
got engaged for sure.
To who?
Benny Blanco,
Who is that?
I don't know.
the one that dated Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
Selena Gomez.
no, I know who she is. But I'm talking. I'm actually. So you said the producer was the? He's a producer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it says.
What is that? Why is that? Is she? Is he like? Are they like? Is there something
No,
important?
it's just something trending. This is what's trending. I talk about things
She's
that are
important
trending.
again. Okay. Go ahead.
Uh, child actor Hudson Mink, known for Baby Driver role, dies at age 16.
Yeah, seen
Are you
that.
guys familiar with who that is?
So he played the younger version of the guy that was the baby drop, like the that played the main character. He played a flashback version of him. So he was in the movie. He wasn't a main character, but he was like he just played a portrayal of the guy that was actually playing the main character. And he was. They said he was 16. Man, so it was
Yeah,
sad.
that's
The
crazy.
kid died. So
Never.
For sure. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Finesse Two Times and FNG King, Lil King, the whole situation, but basically Lil King is an 11-year-old rapper who Finesse Two Times took under his wing And I guess now the kid is saying finesse 2 times was giving him drugs, firearms, and mistreating him. How do y'all feel about adults letting kids do drugs in the situation overall?
I'm gonna let you answer first because I'm not about to say nothing stupid.
I mean, I say this much. Hey, I don't know the man and all that, but I'm just speaking in general. Like some certain people shouldn't even have kids to begin with, man. I'll just leave it like that, man.
So, so my understanding from the question is that when the little boy came out and he was being bad as hell, and we was on the internet saying that y'all should stop this shit. This little ass boy don't need to be on the internet. Somebody should whoop his ass. And then all of a sudden, when he started crying, to my, they heard they giving me drugs. Like we saw them give you drugs, little bad motherfucker. We saw them do all these bad things, and now that you tell it, we saw him doing. You need a whooping still. He need his ass whooped, but you should have never been in there. And now all of a sudden, everybody in a y'all can't get in an uproar now. It's too late. It's too late. Like that shit is cooked. You know what should happen? Somebody should go to jail for letting that boy do that. His parents
They gotta be held accountable.
are responsible for that shit happening. The person that was in charge of him finessed 2 times. Hey, I love you, brother, but this shit shouldn't. The little boy should have been in school. Fuck his music career. If you wanted him to do that, he could still did that, but he should have been in school. He shouldn't have no drug stories. He shouldn't have no titty stories. He shouldn't have no gun stories. He should have stories about you trying to make sure that he has a career in this when he's older. Is this just not just some fluke? He got longevity in this because he is young. He is the generation that's gonna take over. But at this point, he ain't never coming back because he a young child now. Already he told, so he popped out. So it's over with. He told he never gonna get invited to the Diddy party.
For sure. New Year's celebrations date back the last 4,000 years. Do y'all celebrate New Year's or have any New Year's resolutions?
I don't got any New Year's resolution. I mean, I do. I don't gotta put that out there. Nobody ain't gotta know. Nobody ain't gotta know.
Everybody celebrates New Year's, whether you want to or not. It just happens. So I mean, like I said, everybody celebrates New Year's, no matter what you want to do. It always happens. So I mean, as far as resolutions, you know, you always every day. It's I mean, like you said, it's personal information, but I mean, as far as some things, just be a better person. I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's the ultimate resolution for everybody. I would just ask everybody to be a better person this year, 2025.
No more New Year's, new me stuff on. No more New Year's, new me stuff on social media. Just man, just go out there and just do it, man. You ain't gotta tell anybody your plans and all that. Silence is golden. At the end of the day, that's what I'm doing now. So
That's 100, man. Now we get into the best part of the interview, man. Can you guys tell the people a little bit about y'all background and y'all upbringing?
As far as I was like, oh, so we was I got brothers and sisters. I am the middle child. Uh, church. So it was. I wouldn't say strict, but it was. I had a great childhood. Presents everywhere, every Christmas. I said barbecues, family around. I said everybody has their struggles as far as life. You never paint a picture where uh, you have people think that you live this perfect life as far as picturesque. I said no. Everybody has their struggles in life. I said mine were there. I said the family struggles. I said personal struggles. I said career struggles. I said, but as you grow older, you understand that sometimes like struggling is definitely the ultimate test of you becoming who you are. I said it's not about you making $1 million in 2 years and then you thinking that's just gonna save your life. Or I said money comes and goes. I said I've seen lots of things. I've been in lots of places. I said, but ultimately it's just about you being comfortable and finding something in your life that you love doing, and then focusing on that. I said sometimes it's not money. I said that's just what it is. I said sometimes it's something more simpler. So I mean, my upbringing wasn't bad. I said as far as the way I lived my, you know, my not adolescence or teenage, but young adult life. It's just like most people, most regular people. I said I don't. I'm not gonna get into more of that. I said I'm pretty sure I'll get a chance to have a more in depth interview with him, but I'm not gonna go all the way deep into it. But some pretty interesting things, But I survived, and that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate goal. Music, movies, commercials, things like that. So I lived a pretty full life, and I'm not even halfway done. So I'm great.
So
So
Well, pretty much I ain't got like too much to add on, Same here, same the same situation with him. You know, I had my ups and downs and all. But yeah, pretty much, the only thing I can do is be dedicated to be a better person, you know what I'm saying? And I speak this all the time with my music and stuff, even on my my YouTube channel, we pretty much gonna get to that anyway. But I speak, I'm more than just an artist, I'm more than just a rapper, I'm more than just a producer, Pretty much I'm an influencer, I give out, my perspectives on things that, you know, um, that I experience. Other people can relate. And I'm not pretty much a person that like to give out opinions to people and stuff like that because I know most people don't want to take it, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Jesus. I ain't trying to save nobody, but yeah, pretty much to say at least. So I'm pretty much frozen right now. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like again, I have my ups and downs and all, but you know, uh, you know what I'm saying? That's all pretty much I can say right there, right now.
for sure. When and what got you guys involved with the music, and what does music mean to y'all?
well, always been, kinda, I guess everybody says I've had a musical family. I've had musicians in the family, looking down the family tree as far as the lineage, but I guess my aunt sang, my father sang, so he played those records, and so I was born in a time where they had put records on the little disc and then put a needle on there to get them to play. So that wasn't my time, but things passed down through generations. That was something that he was still used to from his childhood. So that definitely got me started in the music as far as being able to be a part of whatever he grew up in. My grandmother as well, aunt as well. So I said music is a great part of your life. It's soothing. I said a lot of people do it for money and fame. I said it's not so much something that you have to do for that. Sometimes it is just something to make you feel like you've accomplished something in your life versus what they think you've been given and versus what you've been given by God. So, and you just have to use your talents accordingly. So that's what music means to me.
For sure.
Well, I started doing music since I was 15, man. I've been doing this for like 22 years now. About to be 20. It's about to be 23 next year, 2025. Uh, it's just released the album like a year ago. You see it on my hat. Hell of a nigga. It's out now on every platform out there: Spotify, Apple, iTunes, you name it, even on YouTube. Um, you know how I started making music. Well, shit, pretty much started off when I moved out here back in like probably like 2002 up in Bloomington, and I was in high school, and you know what I'm saying, I've been starting to listen to Tupac a lot, and you know what I'm saying, my mother didn't want me to listen to none of that stuff, you know what I'm saying, because of too much profanity and stuff like that back then. She wanted me to be a good little boy back then, but but when you get older, you're gonna experience a lot of shit anyway, regardless. But other than that, how I started, well, shit, it's a group. It was a group in high school called Squad Up, and then shout out to Dre. You know what I'm saying? If you seen this, pretty much I ran into him. You know what I'm saying? Ran into the studio, recorded my first song. You know what I'm saying? I started off trash and all that, but eventually years on, Um, I grew elevated. You know what I'm saying? And look at me now. You know what I'm saying? With my brother over here, Shy Soul, and the rest of the rich kids. You know what I'm saying? That's not around right now, but pretty much that's considered my family right here, man. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So it's not all just about blood sticking in the water or something like that. But yeah, but music has been a part of my life, man. And it always will be in my DNA. And pretty much I'm getting to the point where I'm about to drop my last project, and that will be next year. And pretty much I'm gonna just go ahead and sit back and just chill. But I'm still gonna be around the music, still gonna be putting out beats and stuff like that. But as far as making music, making albums and stuff like that concerned, uh, I think this is it for me. I think I pretty much had like achieved everything else. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to have the desires to try to get in the industry when I was younger, but now that I know like everything besides what everybody on the internet is be talking about, people selling their souls and stuff like that. But it's more, you know what I'm saying, it's the other side of the business aspect. I mean, I'm gonna just put this out there, like why do everybody need to be signed to a major and you can do it yourself? I'll say it like this. Um, I said this on my last video. Um, I forgot how to go. I forgot how to go, but it's about the record labels. Yeah, at the end of the day, you could do it. You can do all this by yourself. You got social media. You know what I'm saying? Social media really is like a record label, to say the least. You don't pretty much don't need to be signed. You know what I'm saying? You don't need the record labels. The record labels pretty much need you. But you know what I'm saying? For those that want to get on, they're trying to get signed, they're trying to get put on a record label, record labels and stuff. That's fine. Just make sure, you know what I'm saying, you got your business together on point. Make sure you have your publishers and all that, man. But at the same time, though, just don't get fucked out here. Invest in yourself first and foremost, to say the least. But don't get fucked out here. That's all I can say. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna just leave it like that. So yeah,
But so that now, speaking of the rich kids, man, what happened to the rich kids?
we still here, man. It's just, you know, we pretty much got our own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? He got his own thing going on. He's still doing the music. We're pretty much, you know what I'm saying, working on his EP as of right now. Um, I'm working, like I said, I'm working on my project. Stephen Jewell, whatever he's doing, Sabi, whatever he's doing Kilo. But we still around, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing, for those that is wondering, oh, we broke up and stuff like that. Nah, it's not like that. We had our ups and downs, man. You know what I'm saying? I know. So, but I mean, family do fight, family do feud, but at the end of the day, we still family. You know what I mean?
I mean, as far as a group, you mean? What is the
Yeah, like
question
what
again?
happened as far as the group?
You said why isn't it like as far as
Like
collectively?
what happened to it? Like how
Well,
did it start? Like what ended up happening? Like because
it didn't start with anybody that was collectively in it, but besides the person that started it, and then it just blossomed out. It started with Sabi and Gatsby and Steve, and then you know I met them, and it just became when I met them, it became something that I guess it just fueled the fire of something that was needed at the time. I'm assuming because I mean from what it showed at the time in this town. So it became something that everybody wanted to be a part of. Like as far as it was something positive. So we all had our differences, but I think sometimes egos and ambition don't mix. So it's not like we parted ways. I think we just need everything just need to be restructured as far as self individualism. I think that's what it was. Everybody really needed to find themselves before they could be a part of a group. So I mean, anytime that we see each other, it's always gonna be love, and we'll do music with each other. Like it's never gonna be like obviously not we're not kids no more. So So I mean, we can't just be rich kids always, but we always will be the rich kids because that's just something that's a part of us, and that was a chapter in our life that we can't forget. So I mean, as far as the things that we did and the memories that we made, I think that is something that will be cherished for a very long time, and not just Bloomington music history, but in music history if God willing, we are here to see it happen. So, as far as what happened to the group, absolutely nothing. What happened to the trajectory of the group, nothing. It's still going up. I said this is still being talked about. I've heard the songs played still, so I ain't mad about anything. As far as me, yeah, just be all right.
For sure. Where can the people check you guys' music at if they want to get in tune with you guys?
Spotify, um, SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure Apple Music.
And can you shout your name out so they know
Chisoul,
who?
Chisoul, and then I'm gonna let him get his name off.
My music all on platforms everywhere. Illy in all caps. Illy in all caps. ILLYI. You can also find me on YouTube at Ills Keeps It Real TV on YouTube. So,
For sure. Do you guys
oh, and
have
by the way, my bad. Instagram, the real Illy.
for sure? Do you guys have any business ventures or anything else you guys would like to promote?
Um, I'm pretty much working on right now. Still working on beats. I'm pretty much working on trying to get them out there on BeatStars. So be on the lookout for it. It will be on my YouTube channel. Ills Keeps It Real TV, and I'm thinking about trying to create me another YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying, for that. You know what I'm saying, to make it separate. You know what I'm saying, from the topics I talk about to other than that, but we'll get there. So be on the lookout for that next year though.
At the moment, we working on some stuff, so we just keep a lot of things on ice. Shout out 309 Family Lawn Care, Rich Trending Podcast, and all the family businesses. So we just here supporting and making sure everything's just fits in the right places. I said I'm pretty sure it's not, like I said, it's not the last time you're gonna see me because you work with the family. So I do have some business ventures that we are working on, but so we're gonna keep those on ice for a little bit longer, and then once we get a couple things solidified, we're gonna let you guys know. We have some pretty big things coming, so I'm always excited. I know it don't look like it all the time, but exhausted, airplanes. I got to get back on the flight tomorrow, so I'm flying back to the destination, and I like being in now.
For sure. Before we get up off of here, man, I like the guests to always give the people some life advice, man. Could y'all please give the people some advice, some words of encouragement?
Yeah. So I know hard times have, I guess, hard times have really seeped into everybody's life. I guess that's what you would call it when you pay attention to social media and the TV and the things that don't concern you. I would tell people that you were not raised like that, and it's not in the sense as far as parental supervision, but morality standpoint. I was born closer to the '80s, so uh, it is very imperative that we go back to that and start really analyzing who we are before we take action and say things. Even if it's for a just cause, I think sometimes we put ourselves in these positions where we find people around us need help. So we want to be that person with that sword, and that armor, and that light to lead people to the mountaintop per se. But I am here to tell you that most people are not equipped to do that. So sometimes we end up fighting and then leading people in the even thicker battles when we could have avoided that all completely if we would just calmly thought about the situation. So, advice I would tell people is just from now on, 2025, let's analyze conversations and be socially aware of the people around you, even though You might not agree with the way this world works. It does not mean that you need to stop loving people any less. And for the people that want to change the world, we understand why you want to change the world, but some of us are not going to change our standpoint as far as morality to fit, just to fit a narrative that you want us to fit in. So I would just let everybody, I would tell everybody to just keep in mind of others' emotions and not just your own for selfish endeavors.
The only thing I would say is this, man. Two things. One, before y'all could start loving anybody, make sure you love yourself first. Take care of yourself first. That's more the most important thing, man. This is what a lot of people, both men and women, need to start doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, see all, you know what I'm saying, the gender war stuff going on. Like, I pretty much, you know what I'm saying, I pretty much talk about that stuff a lot on my YouTube topics and stuff like that. But pretty much I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, like trying to avoid that because it's dumb, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? We grown. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every man and woman should start taking a good look at themselves in the mirror, start focusing on themselves first, start taking accountability. That's what's like pretty much missing, you know what I'm saying, or pretty much I would say lost in the world, man. And lastly, to say the least, man, be what you want to be, but don't be what others want you to be. So I'm gonna leave it as that, man. It's Illy. You see it on my chains, you know what I'm saying? Ills, Illy. You know what I'm saying? The acronym of my name, Illy, is I live, learn, young, independently. Or, you know what I'm saying, Illinois. So it has a meaning to that. So everything I'll be saying, you know what I'm saying, it's all about meaning of life, man, for people that need to learn. You know what I'm saying? You learn to live, and you how to live, you gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it at that though.
For sure, man. Well, hey, I appreciate y'all, man, taking the time out to do the podcast for sure, man. I'm definitely grateful for y'all, man. For sure,
No
man.
doubt, sir.
Y'all already know, man. This is West Trending Podcast. It's going down like the Titanic.
No doubt, sir. I appreciate you having us, man. I appreciate you having us. We'll definitely look forward to seeing you again.
For sure. Peace.